I'm joined now by Alexa Caskey. She's a resident and restaurant owner in Lahaina and was there when the fire broke out. She's been helping to feed those in need of late. Alexa Caskey, thanks for taking a few minutes. So just tell me about the minute you realized what was happening.
I was a little bit south of the fire. I'd been watching it for a couple hours. People had evacuated from Lahaina town to my house. And then when the fires got really close to where we were, we all decided to evacuate when one of our exits was blocked by fire. So we knew it was going to be bad. We didn't know how bad. And now my efforts have been mostly trying to, one, get fuel to people that are stranded on the west side that are okay to get in their cars to be able to get to houses that have been volunteered, with space to house people who are displaced right now.
How much warning do you feel like residents had? Is this something that you feel like you should have had more, or look, this was just an unusual circumstance and, look, everybody was caught?
I didn't really hear any warning at all. So I think that probably could have been better for sure. It isn't unusual for us to have fires in Lahaina. It's quite dry there during the summer. We do get a lot of high winds, which almost every time seems like it results in a fire, although this one has definitely been the most devastating that I've ever witnessed. And it just spread so fast for the 36 hours pretty much prior to when we left, which was Wednesday morning, I believe. It just sounded like freight trains. The wind sounded like freight trains for a day and a half. It was absolutely unrelenting. So it's not surprising that the fire was spreading so quickly that it really caught a lot of people off guard.
You said some ways this is something, it's not unusual to have some fires start. Is this, what is it usually? Do people camp out? Are these campfires gone wrong, bonfires gone wrong, or just the dry season?
I think they could be started from a number of things. I think that the big one from 2018 I had heard was a result of arson. There were a number of them that were started basically simultaneously in very high winds. They didn't last as long as these, but also very, very high winds spread the fires very quickly and burned down a couple of homes. And it seemed devastating at the time, and it was certainly, but it was nowhere near as terrible as this one was. We generally do have a fire on the west side that's fairly substantial, I would say at least once a year, but this one is by far the worst.
Rebuilding, it is how confident that everybody's going to have the will to do that?
I think a lot of people are going to leave. A bunch of people that I know that had lived in a rental property that I had for employees or have told me that they're leaving and moving to California or moving back to the mainland immediately, which, is going to be good for a lot of people. There's not going to be jobs. There's not going to be ways to make money. They don't have anything right now. And there's definitely, obviously, people are going to be trying to rebuild. I have no idea when that's going to start.
This sets back the local economy a couple of years minimum, doesn't it?
I think that it's going to take 6 months just to pick up the rubble,
Right. Well, Alexa Caskey, I know you've been trying to do your best to help others as you were able to survive. It's the only way these things happen. Communities will rebuild. It sounds like you're going to be one of those that plants a flag there. So good luck, and we're all pulling for you.
We're trying to help. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.